So hopefully one of these attorneys watching this video will maybe take this case pro bono, and hopefully a congressman who's seeing this video will intervene on my behalf and be like, you know what, Ollie, you're right. Your brother has a sadistic death wish and vengeance and anger and hate-filled mental illness grievance with you, and something against keeping this in the family. You know, and I understand, you know, his motivation is money and financial, as would be for anybody. And I've offered him a $10,000 cash buyout. That's all I can afford to offer him. Both cars and half the art and shit that's in here, you know. And that's not good enough. So I said, you know what? We could both rent it out, or I could move out January 1st, hand you the keys, and you could pay the mortgage, and we'll figure it out for a year. You could see about fixing it up, but not sell it. But for me to continually pay the mortgage with this uncertainty hanging over my head that they could sell it any day, continue to fix up, do the maintenance, put money in this, when any day someone could walk in here and short sell this place, leaving us homeless, stuck with a huge storage bill, moving bill, and look at the sculpture outside, yeah? That stainless steel sculpture. I can't bring myself to dismantle that. And if you know what's on the top of that, right? It's a pitchfork. And you know what they do in the Bahamas and well, maybe they don't do that anymore in the Bahamas. But they once did. And they once did it in England too. When somebody really fucks up, you know, when somebody really, you know, and in Japan, you know, there's an expression, it's called death before dishonor, you know. I wonder what my father would think of his sculpture standing here as the county forces a sale because of my sick brother. I bet you my father would want his head on top of that fucking pitchfork right there. If my father was alive and he knew what my brother was fucking doing, he'd want his fucking head on top of that fucking pitchfork before this house is sold to that goddamn fucking county that he paid to bail my brother out of jail. I don't know how many fucking times. Yeah? Freedom of speech, First Amendment. I said, if my father was alive. I said, dear God, before every single sentence. And by golly, if you want to sue me over this video, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Because you know what? Our country has gone back 100 fucking years. The truth is being spread on social media. The truth. Not mass misinformation. The truth is being spread. Because you can spread misinformation, but when the truth is out there and it's fact-checked, the truth will set you free. My brother is trying to incarcerate me and charge me with harassment. My brother has been threatening me for the entire duration, for this entire period of mourning. He has not once said, I'm sorry. He has not once shown me that he misses his father, that he has any desire or empathy towards me. And it's extremely painful, and I'm making this video because now I can said my piece before going to court tomorrow. Going to court in a building that's being guarded by people with guns. This is what it's come down to. How fucking sad is that? That we can't solve our difference peacefully without involving the police and the court and people we don't know with guns and Bibles and books and badges. You know, It's like it's as if my brother wants to stay in that world. It doesn't want to see the beauty that his mother and father left him here. You wanna keep doing cops, jails, judges, lawyers, you know, uh, the angry guy that walks around like this all the time, you know. Well, there's a special place for you. Or there's a special place here for you. And as my brother, God, he could have his own room here. He could have his own room back. And I could move out, live here. Or come and check it once in a while. My own little place here. And we could collect money to have people come here, rent it out, use it as a quiet art space. Okay? Look at the art, decide if you want to buy it, and collect money for the rest of our lives. It's very expensive to afford a down payment on a house such as this. And it's extremely quiet this afternoon in a place such as this. Be hard pressed to find a nicer place or a better deal than this. So, thanks for tuning in and listening. We'll segue now into something a little more peaceful and enjoyable than all these fucked up drama about his house and his family. And while we still have it here, hopefully. I know somebody out there cares. Somebody's watching. Somebody's listening to my videos. And I know God is. God's watching us. And God's making me make these videos so that the world knows how much my mom and dad loved Andreas and I. Because they loved us. Okay, and they wanted this house for us. They didn't want the fucking cops coming here the other fucking day and us fighting. Like what happened many years ago is both of my parents were dying of cancer. And they wanted us to have this place because they worked their whole lives for it. So instead of making art, I'm still fixing and cleaning shit. And it's like a burden. It's a blessing, but it's a burden to have to deal with this. So on that note, hope you enjoy watching my videos and taking a peek into my life.